Hello everyone, very good morning. My name is Praveen Mishra, your educator, and I welcome you all to your favorite channel once again, that is StudyIQ IS English. And we are going to proceed with today's The Hindu Analysis, that is 14th of May 2025. So top headlines for us today. It's with regard to the country of America. Well, what we have seen since last 4 days and more. American President Mr. Donald Trump is keeping his stand very clear and applauding himself and his government that that is the American president and the government, they have mediated the ceasefire between India and Pakistan. And it is specifically Donald Trump because of whom the war has ended, and India and Pakistan, they both given up the war system or the conflict system, and they have now decided to have a ceasefire. This is what America is claiming since last 4 days. But what is actually the reality? Is it really the truth? Is it really the correct statement that America has, mediated it? As per the statement, as per the features, that is what we saw on Saturday, just last Saturday evening, Mr. Trump immediately gave a tweet on the platform that is X that after, too much of hard work, negotiations, and etc., India and Pakistan have finally now admitted my statement to have a ceasefire. So how much is it correct? Okay. Yes, good morning guys. Jai Hind. What is ceasefire? Ceasefire here basically where cease and fire, the two words. Cease as in to stop. Stop the fire that is firing, that is basically the fight, that is conflict. So cease fire, two different words. Cease, C-E-A-S-E, as in to stop something, okay, to just end something, and fire here to stop the fire, fire as in not the fire one, fire as in firing one. Okay, that is basically the attack on each other, the war basically, the battle. Okay, that is what is known as ceasefire. And now what we have given up the clarification. India has asserted Jammu and Kashmir's stand after US claims now. What is the whole logic? Firstly, this particular line. The External Affairs Ministry, this is from us, that is India specifically. Okay, what we need to mark out here. Okay, the External Affairs Ministry denies Trump's claim of a possible escalation involving a nuclear scenario. This is the Ministry of India, that is ours, has clearly given the statement that there was no such nuclear escalation as per the statements coming from White House, that is into the White House, that is Washington DC. Okay, there was no such nuclear thing taking place. Well, there have been, instances right now what we have seen that a Turkish plane as well as an American plane landing into this soil, onto the soil of Pakistan. This is what, the reports they have been, okay, just 24 to 48 hours back. American airplane, American carrier airplane landed on the soil of Pakistan, which was carrying boron, B-O-R-O-N. Boron, it's a type of an element, okay, which reduces the nuclear radioactivity, okay, the nuclear radiation basically, okay, it's a type of a shield, okay, that helps in reduction of the nuclear radiation. The question here is, when there is no escalation related to the military, then why a boron-filled aircraft or a particular carrier has landed onto the soil of Pakistan? Well, it's a huge controversy here. It's a huge conspiracy here as well that we need to discuss. Guys, very, very important thing I'm going to discuss. And I request you all to have all of your senses wide and open. As of now, what is the scene going on that we are discussing? Okay. As of now, what we have seen that on 2nd of April, 2025, what has happened? America declared the Liberation Day. Liberation Day as in imposition of tariffs on the imports of goods from the foreign countries, because of which America had to face reciprocal tariffs. Specifically, there was a tariff war or the trade war between the two countries now, that is known as US versus China. That is what, not the physical war, but the tariff war or basically the trade war was going on. Okay. Now, Because of such things, what China did, okay, this is what Chinese tactics. China exposed many of the high-end brands, okay, that they buy raw material from us in just, $1 or $2 or $10 or $20. They convert it into the finished products and not more than $20 to $30, and just put on their brand logo, their name, and then sell it into the high prices like $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, like that. So many brands named as Gucci, okay, Dior, etc., they have been exposed by China, okay, in last 1.5 months, specifically from 2nd April, okay, till date, that is on 14th of May. So because of which many American high-end companies, high-end brands, they were also now, they landed into a scuffle, and the people now, they started asking the questions. And because of which China also lost its credibility, started losing its credibility, and many of the companies, including Apple, okay, and some other brands, they started looking for some other platforms. Though they have started looking the platforms not just immediately, they have been looking for the other countries like China +1 policy. We will be discussing it in another this topic as well today only. It has been going on since quite long. But since 2nd of April, okay, this particular thing of the companies, okay, for looking on for another country for their production has started a lot. And the best country that comes into the list here after China, okay, where they can have cheap labor, availability of the raw material, etc., at a very nice rate and a cheaper rate, that comes Vietnam, Mexico, and India, right? So many of the companies now, they were in talks with the Indian agencies and Indian this local exchequer as well as the private companies. And suddenly on 22nd of April, Pahalgam attack happened, right? Suddenly, because of which all those companies, okay, with whom we were having those talks, okay, they took a step back. And now second thing, as per the reports, which are not yet, I must quote it here, okay, as per the reports, which are not yet justified, okay, but yes, Pakistan faced some tremors between 22nd April till 5th or 6th of May, right? That reports, okay, which are not yet justified, those reports which are not yet justified, okay, they claim that these were not the naturally occurring tremors. They could be one of the reasons because of the tremors. They could be the reason of a nuclear bomb test. And now there comes another substantial evidence for it when American aircrafts, American carriers, American aircrafts, okay, they have landed onto the soil of Pakistan with boron in themselves. Okay, at the time when Pakistan and China, they are already having their deals, okay, they are already in a very good level of friendship. In the very same time, okay, when the war is going on between India and Pakistan, well, actually not the war, but a battle or a conflict is going on between India and Pakistan. At the very same time, America convinced the IMF, okay, or actually America pressurized the IMF to sanction some $2 billion of loan, out of which $1 billion has already been transferred to Pakistan. As you might have seen, how Pakistani people, they have enjoyed that particular event as well. That, they begged for $1, they begged for some loan, and they got the loan as well. How pathetic it was, right? But the fact here is, why was America so much keen, okay, to provide loan to Pakistan, when America, we know it very well, is now pro-India? Okay, America-India relationship is going quite well, good enough. Then why such things are happening? Okay, so in order to provide the clear-cut answer for all of these things, as of now, for one thing, actually, not all of these things, for one thing, that is, was there any nuclear threat? Okay, and did America intervene in between? Specifically, did Donald Trump intervened in between and stopped such type of a nuclear event that could have happened? So the answer is no. This is what our External Affairs Ministry has stated. Okay, and this is what America has also stated, that Donald Trump actually, should be going ahead and finalizing a proper solution and resolution for the Jammu and Kashmir, right? Well, to answer this to Mr. Trump, you live 7 seas beyond us, far away from us. You do not know about the conditions of Kashmir, right? Even I'm not so sure whether Mr. Trump is aware about the conditions of America even or not. But here, Mr. Trump or the American administration or the government, they are saying that they will be going ahead and finalizing a proper solution and resolution for the dispute over the Kashmir. But to be very honest, there is no dispute over the land of Kashmir. Well, this is also things that you guys can also answer. Come on, guys, tell me. Do you think there is a dispute over Kashmir? Yep, go on. I need the answers. Turkey also begging for Indians to visit their country. Yeah, I'll say boycott Turkey once again. Okay. Yep, okay. Come on, guys, tell me. Do you believe that there is a dispute over Kashmir territory, Kashmir boundary, Kashmir land? No, there is no dispute. There is a difference between dispute and claim, right? Pakistan claims Kashmir. There is no dispute. Did Pakistan or any other country, including China, did you had any particular piece of paper or any trail of evidence that could prove that Kashmir belongs to Pakistanis or not? While even Pakistan is not belonging to Pakistanis these days, Pakistan is also now totally into the hands of either America or China, right? Or maybe some other countries as well. So even when Pakistan is not belonging to Pakistanis these days, then how these idiots are claiming Kashmir? So this is what the External Affairs Minister of our country, Mr. Rajya Shankar sir, he has also stated, I guess around 6 months back, that there is a difference between the word claim and dispute. And Pakistan's claim, once again, illegal claim on Kashmir is there. There is no dispute related to Kashmir. There was a dispute related to the region of Gilgit-Baltistan, and now the Gilgit-Baltistan region is now into the POK. That is the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So the disputed area, the disputed territory is also right now into the direct control, into the direct administration of Pakistani government. So where lies the dispute now? There is no dispute, right? So right now, this is what the statement has came from White House again, that dispute resolution is needed. What type of dispute resolution is needed? There is no stand of dispute here, right? Understood everyone, I believe. Okay, so this is just an illegal, baseless, malified, illogical, invalid grounds of claim by Pakistan. Okay, that's it. Nothing more or less than that, right? So here we go. The next thing. When we talk about the other news, right, apart from this one, just one thing that is to be marked here. Okay, one thing, first and foremost thing. As per clearing the air, okay, as per Trump and as per us, that is India. So as per America and as per India, what we can see. US brokered India-Pakistan ceasefire. Okay, this is what Mr. Trump has to state, right? Dennis the Menace. It looks like exactly Dennis the Menace. Now, this is what India's stand is. Agreement directly via DGMOs. It was requested by Pakistan due to effective Indian Air Force strikes. Okay, there was no involvement or indulgence of America into the ceasefire. Second statement. Averted nuclear conflict. This is what Donald Trump has stated. America has stated. Our stand. Military action in conventional domain only. Okay, we just involved our fighter jets and non-nuclear missiles. Third statement. Threatened to stop trade. Okay, as per American president's statement, America threatened India and Pakistan that if you guys are continuing your fight, we will stop the trade with you. Joke of the millennium. Becca, Comcasa, Lemo. Okay, first thing, signed with India. Generalized system of preferences signed with India. Strategic trade alliance list 2 signed with India. Okay, list 1 signed with India. $7.8 billion of trade every single year. Okay, between India and America. it is happening. India, third largest growing market, fifth largest economy, and a particular senile personality, okay, with almost zero experience in geopolitics, has stated that in case both the countries are continuing the fight, America will stop the trade. America, if you stop the trade with India, your economy will be, buried some feet below the earth, right? You will see the core of the earth, and then you will realize that, yeah, geography was right. The internal core is solid, the outer core is liquid, right? So in case America tries to do such nonsense thing, American economy will vanish, right? It will totally vanish if they try to stop the trade with India. I'm not saying that Indian economy will not be impacted. It will be impacted, but for us, we have got other bases as well, where we can import the products which we are importing from America. It's not like that the products of America are exclusive, only available from America. Absolutely not. Okay. In fact, the problem will be to the American economy because we export 100 rupee product, but we import 500 rupee product from America. Right. So it will be the American economy who shall be going into the difficulties if in case America stops the trade. Right. So once again, a baseless statement. So as per the counter by India, what we have stated, no discussion on trade with US while the Operation Sindoor is still going on. Operation Sindoor has not yet ended. Next, will mediate on Kashmir. So as per India, this is what America's statement. India's statement now, ours. Talks will be bilateral and topic will be POK's return. This is what we have stated, that we are not going to deal with the dispute over Kashmir. It is dispute as per you. You think it's a dispute. It is no dispute as per us. Okay. And we shall be discussing over the return of POK into the territory of India. Right. Taking on POK back, the Gilgit-Baltistan region, back to India. Okay. Next, hyphenated India and Pakistan as per Donald Trump. Here, no hyphenation. International community stands with India on terrorism. We were not sidelined. We were not isolated. Okay. From America itself, who is saying that we hyphenated, that is we isolated. No, America was the first country to call, to rang up to the Raisina Hills and talk to the Prime Minister as well as the other officials and inform them that yes, America stands with India along with Russia, France, England, Germany, Spain, Australia, New Zealand and the other Southeast Asian nations as well. They have provided absolute support to India, whereas support to Pakistan came from just one particular country, China. Right? Next and the last, India and Pakistan to talk at a neutral venue. Right? As per our statement, no such discussion has been planned yet. Okay? No such discussion has been planned yet. Okay? This is what the statements, okay, they have been varied. Okay? So this is America's stand and this is what MEA, Ministry of External Affairs, has responded. Right? So I hope everything is clear. Next. So the next news, southwest monsoon advances into the Andaman Sea, right? So the next news here for us for the discussion, it's about the southwest monsoon. So we know it very well that monsoons, we have got two things, okay, in fact actually three, okay, out of which two have the greater impact on India, okay, on Indian agricultural system, on Indian rainy season, okay, that is what? The northeast monsoon and the southwest monsoon. So as of now, what we can see here, this is the southwest monsoon. The retreating monsoon basically that returns back to the Andaman to the Bay of Bengal region, okay, that is known as northeast monsoon. But when this monsoon is arriving from the southern coast, specifically hitting Kerala, okay, and then entering the northern plateau and then going towards the northeast, colliding with the Himalayas and then returning back. Okay, so that returning back of the southwest monsoon is known as the northeast monsoon. But firstly, what we do receive the southwest monsoon, that is a bunch of hot air, okay, with a good amount of moisture, okay, hitting the southern coast of India first, specifically the Kerala region, okay, in the first week or the second week of June probably, okay, probably it is the first week of June, okay, all the times, and then coming to the northern plateau, okay, hitting the northern belt between 18th to 20th of June and then moving towards the northeast. okay, showering there and then returning back. While returning back, these monsoon winds, okay, they do take moisture from the Bay of Bengal region and then they shower back again to the northern as well as the southern plateaus, okay, southern regions actually, not plateaus, sorry, right? So what the IMD, the Indian Meteorological Department, has stated that southwest monsoon, okay, is coming to India. It has reached Andaman, and yes, exactly, the IMD has not provided the exact dates, but yes, within a day or two probably IMD would be able to provide the exact dates when the Kerala coast will be hit by southwest monsoon this year, right? So as per the features of the southwest monsoon, what are they? So these winds generally strike the Indian coast in the first week of June. However, their arrival as well as departure may be before time or even delayed. Second, there may be dry spells between rainy periods leading to crop failure. Okay, sometimes, okay, if it is delayed. Okay, so it leads to the dry spells, which also further disturbs the agricultural system and it leads to the crop failure. Next, at times these winds may skip over certain regions without any apparent cause. So remember one thing, that it is not mandatory for these winds to touch each and every region from south to north. Okay, they might skip some regions as well, and the reasons, they are apparently unknown. Okay, at prima facie the reasons, they remain unknown. Okay, next, the amount and timing of rainfall and the intervals of wet and dry spells vary yearly. Okay, depending on the La Nina, El Nino impacts maybe. Okay, it's not necessary that they will provide fixed amount of rainfall every year. Okay, it varies every year. Next, the spatial distribution. Spatial as in the topographic. Spatial as in simply the topographic. Topographic or basically regional. Okay, regional distribution of rainfall is uneven. Some regions may experience heavy rainfall, some may receive less rainfall. Okay, so typically these winds begin retreating by the end of September, but their departure may sometimes be delayed until October. So that is why, specifically into the northern belt, the time period from July last to October first week, what do we feel? What do we experience? Rainy season. And what is the reason? Reason are two different air masses, the northeast monsoon and the southwest monsoon. Okay, southwest monsoon that we will be witnessing in the month of June, and northeast monsoon that we shall be witnessing in the month of August. Is that understood, all of you? Yeah, rainy. Okay. Fine. So here we go to the next one. Time for justice. 9 people, they have been sentenced to life imprisonment in Pollachi assault case. Okay. What is the case first of all? Between 2016 to 2018, these 9 idiots, or I want to take some other word here, but I'm bound with the protocols, right? There are some standards we need to follow. These so-called men, real men don't rape, first of all. But these so-called people, okay, animals in the skin of men, basically. They raped multiple women. Specifically, there were, girls at that time, those who were not even into the adult age, okay. They threatened them, they filmed the act of rape, and then they threatened them again and exploited them again with the help of that film, with the help of that footage. And it was once again a brave girl, 19-year-old teenager, brave girl, who after the incidents reached the Pollachi, Eastern Pollachi police station and registered her complaint. And on her complaint, it's a time that we need to provide a grand salute to the police investigation, to the police department here, specifically to the Pollachi police department, those who took immediately the affirmative and the cognizant actions in searching these 9 idiots, okay. And then they searched for them and immediately they lodged a complaint against them and imprisoned them immediately. Since 2019, all of those 9 idiots, they have been, imprisoned. But the judgment came just yesterday, and as per the judgment, all of these 9 people, they will be now behind the bars throughout their life imprisonment. Though a death penalty was expected, but okay, life imprisonment is also satisfactory in nature, considering the case, right? So this is what it has been done, okay? So where is Pollachi? First of all, the state of Tamil Nadu. So the Mahila court in Coimbatore on Tuesday found all 9 accused in the Pollachi sexual assault case guilty and sentenced them to the life imprisonment. Okay, it is what is needed. Okay, so what is the case actually, as we discussed here, from 2016 to 2019? Okay, n number of cases. Okay, 9 men from Pollachi. Okay, they were arrested for blackmailing, sexually assaulting, and videographing. Okay, the incidents, and then blackmailing again. Right, this is the severe case of disrupting or just disturbing and destroying the modesty of women. No, the modesty of the whole nation. These are the people, those who are the question mark on the dignity of the whole of humanity, on the dignity of the whole of India as well. Okay, so yes, thankfully now it's time for us to cheer up and to applaud, okay, to provide the word of praise to firstly the Pollachi police, to the police basically, and secondly to the judicial system as well. Okay, so providing the justice, and this justice has come in a quick span of time. Since last 6 years, these people, they were under trial, okay, and they were imprisoned only. They haven't got any bail. And now they will be never getting any bail, and they will be residing inside the prison only for the rest of their life, right? So justice has been served, right? So this is the matter of joy, matter of triumph. Not exactly joy and triumph, but yes, a matter of relief and satisfaction. You can rely on the judicial system. This is what the message, it has come from the Mahila court of Pollachi in the Coimbatore region, right? Okay. So this is it with this news. Moving to the next one here. Haryana women panel summons Ashoka Varsity teacher over the comments. Okay. When you live in India, when you are the citizen of India, then you should be having a heart of India as well. Okay. New CJI, yes, B.R. Gavai has taken charge as the new CJI. Okay. Yeah. So the next news. Haryana University. There is a teacher, unfortunately. Okay. See guys, when you live in India, when you reside in India, then your heart should be made in India. You should be patriotic. No, I'm not dealing with fascism. I'm not dealing with Nazism. Extreme nationalism is good or not, that's a matter of debate, and it's still not yet having the absolute answer that whether we should be having that, this fascist or Nazist approach with regard to the absolute or extreme nationalism. Well, I don't know whether that is right or wrong as of now, but yes, at least nationalism and patriotism is needed. If you want your country to grow, if you want your community to excel, then the only thing that you can have is love towards your nation, affection towards your nation, and respect towards your nation as well. But the problem here in India is people live in India, but their heart belongs either to, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Palestine, etc., etc. And here is one representation. A well-reputed professor, teacher, has now taken onto the social media posts and tried to deface the dignity of the 2 braveheart female Indian fighter pilots. Talking about Sophia Qureshi and the other one, that is Colonel Vyomika Sen, right? So what is now the statement? What is the post has come forward? Okay. So what this is, the post is starting on the social media, what the professor has stated. So as you can see, the post starts from here. One of his posts on Facebook page attached to the summon, okay, reads at, I'm very happy to see so many right-wing commentators applauding Colonel Sophia Qureshi. But perhaps they would also, they could also equally loudly demand that the victims of mob lynchings, arbitrary bulldozing, be protected as Indian citizens. His post on India's military action read thus: think about what it means when you say wipe them out, finish them, destroy them, etc. You can only ask for such wholesale destruction if you have completely dehumanized them. Favoring Pakistan, speaking against the action of Indian armed forces, specifically Operation Sindoor. Where was these people? Where was such people's comments when Pahalgam happened, when Pulwama happened, when Uri happened, when 2611 happened, when, all of such type of blasts happened from Ajmer to Malegaon, right? From every corner. Now, that time, these people don't show up. These people are showing up when India is taking affirmative action against terrorism. And this shows that your hurt belongs to the terrorists only, right? So the National Commission for Women has summoned the so-called person, okay, and has been now taking charge of the particular prosecution, right? So it brings us to the discussion of NCW, National Commission of Women. What's that? So first of all, it is an autonomous and statutory body established through the NCW, that is the National Commission for Women Act of 1990. Okay, so guys, remember, NCW came into being in 1992. And before 1992, 2 years before 1992, that is by 1990, there was an act passed by Parliament that is known as the National Commission for Women Act 1990. Okay, so what is it for? To protect and promote women's right in India. And apart from that, it is responsible for reviewing and addressing issues related to the rights of women and for making recommendations for the protection and promotion of these rights. Basically, it works, okay, NCW, it works as it has got all the powers of a civil court. Okay, it has all the powers of a civil court following the procedure of natural justice, right? Okay, so this is what the concept of NCW. When it came into being, 1992, through a statute. Okay, what is the statute? National Commission for Women Act 1990. Now, the membership. It composes, okay, first of all, a chairperson, 5 other members, and a member secretary. So, in total, how many? 7 members we have got in National Commission for Women. Okay, so how many once again? 1 chairperson, 5 members, and 1 member secretary. They are all appointed by whom? Appointed by central government. Okay, remember, they are all appointed by whom? All of them appointed by central government only. Next, the chairperson and every member shall hold office. What is the tenure? 5 years. Oh, sorry, 3 years. Okay, so either the chairperson, the member secretary, or the all other 5 members. They hold office for how much time? They hold office for, obviously, yes, 3 years. Okay. Thala for a reason. Well, yeah. Okay. So, 7 members, right? Chairperson, 5 members, 1 member secretary appointed by the central government, and yes, tenure 3 years. Okay. Now, here we go to the next news, next headline. Okay, here we go. Govandi residents, they up in arms over Deonar waste to energy project. Okay, as you can see here, the residents and activists from Mumbai's Govandi, okay, Govandi area. Okay, which area? The Govandi area, which is in Mumbai. They have taken on a protest against the Deonar waste to energy project. Okay, what is that? Deonar waste to energy project. Deonar, which is one of the nation's biggest, not only Mumbai's, nation's biggest dumping site. Okay, Deonar, the country's largest dumping ground, claiming that the 2,648 crore facility will worsen the air quality and endanger public health. Okay, so people say the plant will add the woes of residents already battling the TB and asthma. Okay, so where it is? Deonar, Mumbai. Okay, what is the exact location? It is Govandi. Okay, Mumbai. So there is a particular dumping site known as the Deonar dumping site, and now the Maharashtra government has invested 2,648 crore rupees, okay, in the Deonar region to convert the waste to energy. Okay, convert the waste to what? Energy. So guys, it's a very important topic and it needs, some in-depth analysis and insights and some extra level of acumen. So for that sake, we shall be having a detailed session, okay, a special session over this one particular topic known as the Govandi and the Deonar waste to energy project. So what are the features of waste to energy? What are the technologies involved in this waste to energy? How can we actually, utilize the waste and convert it into other useful things? Okay. So these are the things that we shall be discussing in the separate session. So guys, stay tuned with the channel. Okay. In the very next couple of hours, we shall be coming live. Okay. Or we shall be having a premiere video over this particular topic that is known as waste to energy. Okay, everyone. So here we go to the next one. Magic healing case against church leader dismissed. Forum urges caution on act. You know what? The fact with this, there was a priest in the Golaghat region of Guwahati, that is in Assam. Not Guwahati, sorry. Golaghat region of Assam. Okay. So he claimed that he possessed some extra level of magical powers, some supernatural powers through which he can get rid of your illness. He can get you rid of your illness if you're suffering from any mental or physical illness. So you need not go to the doctor. Go to the priest, and the priest, will have some rituals, some customs to be followed, and then you will be totally free of your illness. This is not just priest, Maulvis, Maulanas, Pandits, etc. Okay, all of them. Okay, those who are just having the name of a priest, Maulvi, Maulana, or a Pandit, they are not actually the the saints. The actual saints, they won't perform such nonsense things. That I have got supernatural power, I can heal you. You have got supernatural power, you can heal. Please heal a person sitting in the White House. Please heal some persons sitting in Islamabad. And please also heal some persons living in Beijing. And yes, there are few people in, our capital as well. They also need healing, right? So this is what, guys, please understand, okay, that there is no supernatural thing existing that can either destroy you or can heal you. There is a positive energy that we call as God, Ishwar, Allah, Jesus, Vaheguru, Almighty, basically, right? It is that one positive level of energy only with multiple names by multiple people. Okay, some people call him God, some people call him Bhagwan, some call him Allah, Ilahi, Jesus, Vaheguru, whatsoever. The name could be differing. Okay, there could be different names, but okay, the entity remains the same. Okay, the entity remains one only. Okay, it's we the people, those who have divided the names or differentiated between the names. But there exists no supernatural power that can either make you or destroy you. Okay, there is nothing known as black magic. Okay, and for this sake, okay, Assam has come forward with a very wonderful act. As you can see, the name of the act is mentioned here. Okay, Healing Prevention of Evil Practices Act 2024. Okay, remember guys, Assam Healing Prevention of Evil Practices Act of 2024. Okay, Healing Prevention, right, of Evil Practices Act. And you know what? Assam is also a state which has got an act to protect the witches. Yeah, true. Not only Assam, Odisha, Rajasthan as well. I'm sure with these three states, I'm not so sure with the other states' names. But yes, in Rajasthan we have act. in Odisha we have, and in Assam also we have got the act. What is that? Prevention of Witch Hunting Act. Yeah, if you just go and search over the web, we have got in India Prevention of Witch Hunting Act. Chudel just got real, right? Which is, okay, in Hindi what we call them as Chudel, okay, or the witches that are shown in the Harry Potter series, right, or any other type of the movies or series, right? So witches, are they in real? Lol, nothing. Don't go into the supernatural or the blind spot thinking, okay? There is nothing known as witches or ghosts or like that, okay? But here, because of some blindfold beliefs, people were killing humans, tagging them as witches, okay? And the states worst affected were Assam, Odisha, and Rajasthan. And these are the states. I'm not so sure with the other states, but yes, these three states are there which have got the Prevention of Witch Hunting Act. Okay, they have got the act that is known as Prevention of Witch Hunting. Which, this is mentioned, okay, in the act. And here we have got the another act, Assam Healing Prevention of Evil Practices Act. Okay, so this is what is in news. Right, everyone? So please make sure that you do not follow the blindfold beliefs, and please aware your people as well. Next one, taking English closer to the tribal children. Matter of joy this time and a matter of praise once again. So children living in the Sabrimala forests in the Kerala region will be given 300 hours of training in communicative English at residential camps under the Kerala government initiative. Participants to take part at the state level event. So the people, children specifically coming from the tribal community. Okay, children specifically coming from where? The tribal community. Okay, they will be given a 300 hours of training, that is basically the teaching, the classes for English language. Okay, where in Sabrimala region, okay, in Kerala, right? And this brings us to discussion of the Eklavya Residential Model Schools, ERMS. This is not exactly related to the Eklavya, but yes, it is indirectly focusing towards the ERMS, that is Eklavya Residential Model Schools. Okay, what are they? First of all, so they were created in the year 1997-98. What is it for? It is a scheme for making model residential schools for Indian tribal students. Basically, Indian tribals. It's a residential school, that is having a hostel facility with itself. Okay. Created when? During the time period of 1997-98. Okay. During the financial cycle of 97-98. Basically, 97. Okay. Now, which curriculum the residential model schools they do follow? They follow the CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education curriculum. Okay. Apart from that, Eklavya model residential schools are being developed to impart quality education to tribal students with an emphasis on not only the academic education, but also all-round development of tribal students. Okay, so taking care of Article 338 capital A, their recommendations, that is National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. Okay, apart from that, the other articles from Article 14 to 15. Then apart from that, we have got Article 46 as well. Okay, so taking all of the consideration, okay, in fact, Article 21 capital A and Article 45, we have got Eklavya Residential Model Schools with us, running from 1997 for the tribal students, okay, based on the CBSE curriculum. Not only teaching the academics, but also the extracurricular activities, so that the students can excel in their career and can have a good livelihood, can have the good platform of livelihood for themselves. Okay, so at present there are 384 functional schools spanned throughout the India. Okay, they are specifically based at the par level of the Navodaya Vidyalaya. Okay, so you might be aware with the name Navodaya Vidyalaya. Okay, so at the very same level, okay, we have created the ERMS, that is Eklavya Residential Model Schools, running since 1997 based on the CBSE curriculum specifically for tribal students, right? Once again, not only focusing on academics but also on the extracurricular activities, right? So here we go to the next one. Issue of duplication of epic numbers resolved, says the Election Commission. Now, what is this epic? EPIC stands for, EPIC stands for Electronic Photo Identity Card. So you might be having your voter identity card, right? This is basically termed as EPIC. Okay. And the issue was with regard to the duplication of the EPIC voter cards. Specifically, this issue was highlighted a couple of years back by the Mamata Banerjee, that is the Chief Minister of the West Bengal state. Okay. By whom? By Mamata Banerjee. Who is she? She is the Chief Minister of our state of West Bengal. So she has stated in one of her statements that there are many voters, those who are fake, false voters inside West Bengal. Okay. Those who have got epic numbers which are fake, okay, which are copied from the other epic numbers. Okay. And now this brings us to the discussion. But firstly, what the Election Commission has justified, okay, that the issue of duplication of epic numbers, it has been resolved. Now there shall be no duplication of epic, that is the electronic photo identity card numbers. Now, what is the epic number first of all? So it is, first of all, it was introduced in the year 1993 and it is a 10-digit alphanumeric number. How many digits? 10 digits. Having only alphabets? No. Having only numbers? No. Mixture of both, that is known as alphanumeric. Introduced when? What is the time period? Year 1993. Okay. So ID number issued by the ECI to each registered voter it is. Basically, it is designed to prevent voter impersonation and electoral fraud, right? And this number is generated by another platform, okay, that is running under the Election Commission only. What is the name? AeroNet. Okay, so guys remember, okay, what is AeroNet? It is a web-based platform for election officials to manage registration, migration and deletion of names from election roll, automating the electoral roll processes in the multiple languages and scripts. So basically, it's a digital platform which helps the Election Commission in conducting the elections, okay, providing the epic numbers, deleting the epic numbers, as well as providing the new registration as well. Okay. Yes, they are correct. Article 338 for the National Commission for Scheduled Caste and 338 capital A for Scheduled Tribes and 338 capital B for backward classes. Okay, that's correct. So this is what? Epic numbers. Okay. Introduced when? Time period 1993. How many digits? 10 digits. Okay. All alphabets, all numbers? No. Mixture of both, that is alphanumeric. Okay. Who takes care of this epic numbers? It is AeroNet. AeroNet working directly under whom? The Election Commission of India. That's it. Here we go. Next one. Pakistan High Commission staffer termed as persona non grata and expelled. So there was a person working into the Pakistan's High Commission in India, and as per the intelligence reports, that particular person working as the official of Pakistan was not the official of Pakistan, was the spy. Okay, so he was doing the espionage in India, providing all the information from India to Pakistan, and for that sake, Ministry of External Affairs has literally expelled that particular person and has asked him to leave India within 24 hours. Okay, so as of now, the particular person would have left India as well. Okay, and now the question is here, what is persona non grata? So persona non grata, it has been introduced through the Vienna Convention. And what is the meaning of persona non grata? Persona non grata basically means an unwelcomed person. Okay, what is that? Persona non grata, an unwelcomed person. Okay, who is not welcomed, who said, now get lost, don't even you dare come here, you are an espionage, you are a spy, okay, just get lost. Don't think you are James Bond and you will be saved. Okay, no, you're not. Okay, just go away. So that is what is known as persona non grata. And when did it came into list? It came into the picture in 1961 through the Vienna Convention. Okay, so the 1961 Vienna Convention for Diplomatic Relations outlines the process for declaring a person as persona non grata, allowing the country to do so at any time without any explanation. So guys, remember, if a country declares any person as a persona non grata, then that particular country need not, literally need not, okay, provide any explanation for declaring the person as persona non grata. And it has been justified through which convention? Vienna Convention of 1961. Okay. Here we go. Next news. MSMEs lack staff and access to formal credit, says the SIDBI report. Okay. The name of the report is important. Okay, not the whole thing. So as you can see, a survey with over 2,000 MSMEs was done. Okay, and what is the report titled as? So just the report's title is important, guys. So lack of access, timely and adequate credit, and shortage of manpower are among the key challenges that MSMEs they have faced. Okay, so according to the SIDBI, that is a Small Industries Development Bank of India report, which is titled as Understanding the Indian MSME Sector. So guys, please make it clear. The name of the report, what is that? Understanding the Indian MSME Sector. Okay, who has given this report? It is SIDBI, that is a small, okay, simply Small Industries Development Bank of India. Okay, so as per SIDBI's report, what is the report title once again? Understanding the MSMEs of India. It is lacking the proper manpower, proper credit facilities, proper equipments, tools as well to work. Okay, so they have conducted a survey with over 2,000 MSMEs, okay, in different sectors, in 19 different sectors. Okay, and it has stated that MSMEs, they do lack the proper infrastructure, credit facilities, the labor, the manpower supply, as well as the other basic facilities. So that is why it is huge concern for us, because MSMEs, they are our soul. After agricultural system, after agricultural department, okay, the economy of India is heavily relied on these MSMEs. And now, as per the Understanding the MSMEs of India report of SIDBI, okay, lack of credit facility, proper supply of manpower, as well as other basic facilities. It is heartbreaking and breathtaking both for us, as in it will trouble the domestic production. And when the domestic production is impacted, obviously the country needs to rely on the exports from the foreign country. Okay, that is basically relying directly onto the imports. And relying directly onto the imports means your current account will be going into the huge level of deficit. And when the current account is going into the huge level of deficit, then the country will be, forced to take the loans from the international organizations or the foreign countries, ultimately landing the country into a debt trap. And it could be also leading to the end of the country's independence or sovereignty. Just for the example, you have the country's name, Bangladesh and Pakistan. Presently, Bangladesh is not facing much level of that financial downgrading, but yes, in the next year or two, okay, Bangladesh is set to face it. And yes, the very fresh examples we have got in front of us is Sri Lanka and Pakistan. How Sri Lanka has fallen into the debt trap of China, and how Pakistan is already falling every day into the debt trap of China. Right? So this is now time for us. It's alarming for us. Okay, it's a very correct alarm coming at the very right time, that we need to focus, we need to boost our MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium enterprises. Right? And here we go to the last topic for the day, the last headline, the last news. That is the US tariff pause on Beijing puts pressure on China +1 countries. As we were discussing the first topic of the day, we had the China +1 event there. Okay, now what is this China +1? When the companies, they do take them out of China. Okay, first of all, we need to understand this. Why majority of the companies, they are residing in China? Apple, Microsoft, Google, Samsung. Why China? Because China provides the cheap labor. Okay, why China? Okay. So first of all, cheap labor, ease of business environment, basically, easy transportation, and easy availability of raw materials. And yes, obviously, the security. So these are the features that leads to the companies to establish their facilities, factories, assembling things inside the country of China. But when such things are not there, and when such things are also available at a very more cheaper rates, then the companies often tend to come to those countries. Okay, like for example, China plus one. Okay, specifically we talk about China plus one. So it is specifically the country of Vietnam. Okay, the country of Vietnam, that is considered as China plus one. And apart from that, okay, there are many other countries as well that are termed as China plus one, including these countries. If you just have the name, okay, China, Mexico, as well as some other South American countries. Okay, but yes, the major names that comes here is Mexico and Vietnam. So that is what is known as China plus one. Okay, and now after the US tariff pauses on Beijing, it puts pressure on China plus one countries. That now the companies now could move once again back to China, leading to the total shutdown of the facilities in the countries like Vietnam, which will hamper the local business, the profits or the benefits of the local exchequer. Okay, guys, so this is it with regard to today's The Hindu. All of the important topics, they have been discussed in detail. And yes, one more important thing, that is before leaving, in case you haven't subscribed the StudyIQ as English channel, so please do hit the subscribe button, guys, so that you never miss an update from the channel, as you know it very well. From morning to evening, the channel is in service to you, okay, providing you all the quality and quantity of the content. So guys, please do hit the subscribe button. And in case you wish to connect with me, so we can connect on two distinct platforms. On Instagram, you can search me with the username Praveen Mishra _2107. And on Telegram, you can join my channel that is known as study_with_Praveen. Okay, guys, so this is it with regard to today's The Hindu analysis. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon in the very next session. Good day. Take care. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.